Good morning. It is the next day. It is the 20th, Monday the 20th of April, 9:27 a.m., 67 degrees outside. I'm still using the Cica Pear. Today, under my eyes, I used, the concealer I used is the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. I really like that. I really, really like it. And then I used a little bit of the color corrector that she has, just a tiny little bit, just to kind of cover. My face is swollen right now. I'm covered in hives. They began rapidly developing yesterday, and they're all along here, and I have a couple up in here, and they were very itchy yesterday. But I used the Cica Pear again, and as you can see, no, it's not a full coverage foundation. The powder I used is the Nikita Joy powder, and what I do is I take my beauty blender and I get it wet, and I squeeze it out, I get it just damp, and then I dip it in the powder, and then I apply it all over my face, and then I brush it off. Sort of like baking, but not really. I just find when I put it on that way, it keeps me matte a little longer, no matter what powder I use. You guys know I have oily skin. Also today, I used the NARS primer for oily skin. I used that today. I actually did not like it the first few times I used it, and it's been sitting in my drawer, and I want to use it up. So I used it today instead of my Solid Touch and Soul primer that I've been using. I love that stuff. Yesterday, I used the Nikita Joy, the Touch and Soul, the Cica. I also used the hyaluronic acid lotion stuff that came in one of my boxes. I used that today. Basically, I'm just trying to use things up. While we're at home, I'm not leaving the house. I told you I ordered the Cica Pear, the $18 one from Sephora, whenever that ships, of course, I'll show you. But I like the fact that this really offers, it's just, to me, it is a perfecting lotion. That's all it is. It allows my skin to come through, but it puts like just a veil over my skin, and it doesn't make me oily. I don't know what is in this stuff, but my skin likes it. Even you have to realize how red my skin is from the hives, and you don't really see it. So anyway, it's good stuff. So I never ended up making the bagels yesterday for two reasons. One, I did not want to use, I think I told you, I didn't want to crack a dozen eggs for their egg whites, or however many it would have taken to make a cup of egg whites. So I asked Rob to get me some egg whites. He did. So we're going to make those bagels this morning. I need to preheat the oven. Yeah, that's a mess over there. I am also going to be cleaning out my cabinet today, and I need to answer comments. I'm very behind on comments, and I can't stand that. Time has just gotten away from me, and I don't want you guys to feel like you're not important to me. You are very important to me, and I sincerely appreciate you commenting on the videos. That means so much, and you know how I feel about answering you. So I want to make sure I do that. The battery light is flashing, not out of obligation to answer you, but because I want to answer you. I like to talk to you. So there we go. Okay, my battery light is flashing. My Marco Polo is going off. I'm going to heat up, preheat the oven. I'm going to get everything out I need, and then we're going to go right into this. There are no instructions on how to mix this up or anything like that. I just have a screenshot from Susanna's video, and I will link that video for you in the description box. Okay, we will try these again later. I'm sorry, that's very loud. My sweet husband brought home whole eggs, not egg whites. So we'll wait for that for today, and we will make these bagels. I am determined to make these bagels today. Okay, so finally, we're gonna get started on these bagels. My poor sweet husband actually bought me whole eggs instead of egg whites. So we have corrected that problem. One second. All right, so let's see if we can get this recipe done right. Let me get started here. Now this dough, once we let it sit for a few minutes, with past experience of this kind of dough, it should come together as a dough. All right, I'm gonna put all this stuff away and then we'll come back. Okay, so I've been sitting here about 5 minutes or so. You've got to let the fiber develop in the water. Let's see. I guess I don't want to just go in. Hold on. We'll just do it like this. Come in, grab a scoop. It's probably too much. But we're just gonna do like this and then put our thumb in and give it a hole and make a bagel shape. I mean, this is this is my best guess. So I think unless I think she made 2 batches, but I think she got 6 bagels. I'm not 100%. She could have had 1 batch and it made 12, but I think she had 2 batches of 6. Her bagels looked quite sizable. These might be too big. I mean, we're learning here. We have to practice, we have to try. This one looks a little too big. Okay, this one's probably actually the perfect size. I don't know, we'll see. I have no statistics on this, like, you know, carbs and calories. I'll try and figure that out, but I don't have that on this at all. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put them in just like that for an hour. Okay, here they are. Now these are, I cooked them for 50 minutes. So mine are not as smooth as hers. Hers were very smooth, so I wonder what I've done different. Or maybe we just have a different type of psyllium husk powder. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm gonna let them cool. They're quite, I don't know, they look really good. So we're gonna let them cool and then we'll give it a try. And I'll talk to you about the numbers I ran on these. They look really good though. They look like whole wheat bagels. Okay, so I put them back in to cook a little bit longer, but look at this texture. It's very chewy like a bagel. I might next time add more salt, but I would imagine with butter or eggs and bacon, make a bagel sandwich. This might be really, really good. The texture is amazing. It's that psyllium husk powder. That's some good stuff. Good morning. It is 8:01 a.m. the 21st of April, 69 degrees outside. Rob slept in a little bit this morning, as he can do that because stores are open later. They're different hours. So he's finding he doesn't have to leave as early in the morning, which is nice. Normally truck day is on Wednesday. Truck day is, for those of you who are new, first of all, welcome. Truck day is when our supply truck comes in and we unload it and then load our supplies to the warehouse or to our trailer. It's a lot of work, but he's doing that today instead of Wednesday like normal. Okay, so this is Grove hand sanitizer. This one is 62% alcohol, ethyl alcohol, and I meant to send it with my husband. We have the other kind that they have that's like this, but it's the gel. I can't believe they had this, so I ordered one. We had the gel and we are down to like the very last little nips of it. I mean, it was just barely any in there. So I ordered one of those for him. And then this is the vanilla and sandalwood. It was a candle, cat hair, a candle that came, it was a gift with purchase. And I totally forgot to show it in the video. They were sitting in the background and I totally forgot to include them in the haul. Anyway, this is okay. I'm not super fond of it. It has a decent throw to it, which actually surprised me. But you guys know I love my Vela box, which is in along with my confetti collection and my mint mongoose, which was April's. The one I unboxed before was March's, but our mail was delayed or something happened. I don't know what happened. So yeah, I said it was April's and it was actually March's box. So yeah, but I'll correct that in today's video. Okay, I'm so glad my Vela box came in because I'm actually out of candle. I have one over there, which is a Yankee candle, not a Yankee, Bath and Body Works candle. And I don't mind those, but they're fine for right now with my husband and my youngest son home. Doesn't seem to aggravate their allergies, but it does bother my oldest and middle son. Yesterday we made these bagels and I figured out what I did wrong. So her recipe called for psyllium husk. I thought psyllium husk powder. No, I believe she just meant whole psyllium husk. So if you're going to, you can use them interchangeably, but if you're going to use psyllium husk powder versus psyllium husks, then for every 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk, you use 1 teaspoon of powder. So these have 10 tablespoons of powder in them, hence the reason why they're not as smooth as hers were. So I'm not going to order psyllium husks as the powder is interchangeable, so it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead. The taste is fantastic. They're just higher in fiber than they would be. So that's fine. They have 279 calories each, roughly. You know, unless you're weighing them, you know, unless you weigh the batter and divide it into 10 or 8, excuse me, into 8, then, and they're all equally sized, you're not gonna get an exact sizing. And those are the numbers I plugged in. You plug in the numbers for you, see what you get. In this case, the whole batch was 2,233 calories and I made 8 bagels. Next time I will make 10 bagels. So that way it's less, making them about 5 net carbs. These are about 7 net carbs, roughly. The bigger ones are probably more carbs. So what I will likely do with these, I will cut them in half and then toast them. And then that way, a half a bagel. They're very filling, so a half a bagel will be fine. And you see the size of them. They're enormous. So I've learned. And I'm definitely going to make them smaller, but I like these. I really enjoy the taste of these. I have found since then, I really like the psyllium husk breads. I like them. Yes, of course I love my Smart Buns. You know, especially when you're counting calories, they're so low in calories, so low in carbs. They're excellent. They're fantastic. But if you can't afford that right now, if you can't afford to have that right now, and you already have most of these flours on hand, maybe the investment would still be the psyllium husk, which is rather inexpensive because of how much you get versus how much you actually use in recipes, with the exception of yesterday. It can be an easier thing to do. And I know a lot of you don't really care to bake, but I really did find this recipe quick and easy. Really, I truly did. So I am actually going to look into some psyllium husk tortillas. Now, I love my nomnom.com, they're not mine, Palos nomnom.com tortillas. Absolutely love them. And I have the time to make them right now. But in times that I don't, this is a quick dough to throw together, flatten out, throw in a pan, and make a couple tortillas. It really is. So there you go. You've seen me use a similar recipe with coconut flour for naan bread, different ones. So anyway, I will link this video for you below. These are excellent. I think they're very tasty. I'm going to heat one up for breakfast this morning and I will show it to you. And it's chewy, it's gummy, not gummy, it's chewy like bread. This is fantastic. It really is. And it doesn't have a fibrous taste. Because I use so much psyllium husk powder, that may have altered why I don't really taste any kind of anything. I felt like they needed more salt. Probably not if I reduce the psyllium husk powder for the reasons already mentioned. Okay, I'm going to have an egg cup this morning, a couple of slices of bacon, and a half a bagel. That is going to be my breakfast, and I'm very excited about that. I will show it to you. I have paper plates right now. I still have them from when we were given them a while back. Honestly though, I gotta tell you, it's pretty convenient. I'm liking that I don't have so many dishes to do. Or actually what it is I don't have as many plates, and so therefore I'm not running the dishwasher as much, which I really appreciate. Anyway, I always say 6 one way, half a dozen another. You know, using water, using the dish detergents and things like that, is that just as bad for the environment as the paper plate? Which is worse? Which is better? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, okay, I'll show you my breakfast. 1 second. Yes, I'm gonna put some cream cheese on my bagel. It's always so hard to wait. The timing of breakfast when you're just reheating is a challenge. Okay, so I have these here, but my bagel is still toasting. So my coffee, HEB coffee, seriously, the best, for me personally, the best coffee on the planet. Cafe au lait, you guys have heard me talking about it forever. I have been ordering the coffee from Amazon, their brand, which is, maybe it's not Amazon, it's Victor Allen's coffee. That's what I have been ordering. It's a medium roast. These are medium and dark roast, right? Medium, yeah, medium roast. This is just fine. The HEB coffee just has more flavor to me. It's just delicious. It's delicious. And this blend in particular, the Texas Pecan Snickernut Cookie is fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. The Taste of San Antonio, my favorite, and the Houston blend, another favorite. Texas Pecan, a favorite. Currently, the Houston blend is actually my favorite. Okay, between the San Antonio blend and the Houston blend, my favorite. I wish that they would sell this on Amazon for all of the world to try, because it is literally the best coffee on the planet. Okay, so here it is right here. I love this mug. I picked this up a Tuesday morning, like, I don't know, a couple years ago. My favorite. Oh, so good. Okay, let me get my bagel before my breakfast. Everything else gets cold. All right, now I'm gonna show it to you so you can see it toasted and cooked. All right, so here are the egg cups you saw me make. They reheat beautifully, 45 seconds or so in my microwave. Here's the bacon. You guys, I talked to you about this reheatable or pre-cooked bacon from Costco. And then here is my bagel. I'm watching Jessica Braun this morning currently as I eat my breakfast. This, as you can see, the reason why we buy 2, this one says no gluten because this is Mom's. I don't care if anybody eats out of this, but they just have to be sure not to re-dip their knife from whatever they're toasting or using. That's a lot, but I loved the whipped. Listen to it. It sounds like bread, right? Oh. Yummy, yummy. You guys, I love bagels. This has the chewiness of a bagel. Seriously, you have to make this recipe. You have to. I'm just telling you. Of course, I will leave the psyllium husk powder that I use linked in the description box. If you are able, you should be able to find it at Sprouts or Whole Foods or even some grocery stores. That psyllium husk powder, psyllium husks give you the chew. I'm telling you. So you do have to bake them a long time. A long time. Okay, I'm gonna get a fork and eat my breakfast. Of course, I'll be putting ketchup on this plate. a little bit of the behind the scenes when I'm getting ready to film. And I have to adjust the camera more because you can see I'm too far away from the camera. But I wanted to show you very quickly, we got a sweet card from our friend Jeremy, and I just wanted to show you how beautiful the card is. It says on the back that she made this. Of course, we love this. We absolutely love it. I don't want to show you the inside. It's a personal note from her. You guys are so creative. Look, the vellum, you can see the vellum right here, all the detail. I absolutely love stuff like this. You guys know that. Anne has made me my beautiful shirts. I keep everything. I just want you guys to know. I have a box over here. Actually, I have 2 boxes now, where I keep everything that you guys have sent me. And Jeremy, you will be receiving a little note card back from me. I am behind in my correspondence. I'm behind in everything right now. You would think I wouldn't be, but the thing is I am working. So my life here really isn't that much different than it normally is, except that Rob's schedule is so different now. It's later in the day, so my day has gotten later and I'm learning how to adjust my new schedule. How long is this gonna last? I don't know. Obviously none of us know, but hopefully not forever. So I'm going to readjust the camera and zoom it in a little bit and film probably my Vela box and my mint mongoose together. This feels really heavy. So we're gonna see what's in there.